Hey guys, how are you? Today I wanted to get on really quickly and share with you something that will transform your business, especially if you are in network marketing, social selling, online business. You can definitely take this into consideration. My name is Christy Waterworth and I am super passionate about what I do, and so if I find something that has helped me in the past get to where I am at the moment, I would love to share it with you. So I'm going to school you on this. I'm going to school you on how to create a caption that sparks engagement or gets people's attention. You know, some people in this business, they get there faster than other people. Why is that? Because they have a different level of skill set, or because they don't give up, okay? So I needed both. I needed the skill set and I didn't give up. But, you know, I have been involved in this now for 5 years. And I'm absolutely loving doing it online. 5 years online, and I absolutely love it. I did all the wrong things, okay? I was Spamela Anderson. I was posting all these gross product pictures. I was slamming my business is better than 9 to 5. Hashtag join my team. Hashtag watch me, join me. Stop, okay? That doesn't work. Don't do it. You won't get successful doing that. I've tried, okay? It didn't work back in the day, but what I'm doing now, right now, I'm going to share with you. I didn't make this up, but I have been doing it over the last couple months, and my business is definitely not where it used to be, okay? And so let me help you and school you on how to write a caption, purely so you can communicate better with people. You know, who here struggles with communication a little bit? Put a 1 in the comments. You know, and hopefully through this you'll be able to communicate to people better. All right, if you can define it, you can defeat it. I definitely wasn't good at communicating, that's for sure. And so grab a pen and a paper. Tag your teams. It's gonna blow your team up. It's gonna blow your teams up. It's very business neutral. And so what we're going to work with is an acronym. This acronym called PASTOR. PASTOR. And so what we're going to work off, and I'm going to go through it, and that's how we're going to work off it. And so P, all right. Remember, I didn't come up with this. I found it actually in a copywriting book that I read. And so this is sort of how you're going to write your status. The P stands for problem, pain, or person. All right. And so this is how you open up the caption. And when we open up the caption, it needs to be about you. It needs to be attention grabbing. It needs to be a little bit vulnerable. Okay. Sometimes you kind of got to get a little bit vulnerable. It's a little bit scary when you are truthful and you say how you feel to other people. But it is really important that you start talking about yourself, and people are attracted to your emotions. And so that's, you know, that's another reason why we love reality TV these days, is because it's so real. Okay, and so some examples of opening up is I remember when fear took over my life. You know, so anybody that is reading my caption and is fearful themselves, they'll immediately be drawn to my post. I remember when I used to stress about money. And again, anybody who ever has stressed about money, instantly drawn to the post. You know, I'm speaking about, I speak about money a lot and how it's changed my life, because it has changed my life. And that's one thing that I want to help other people change their lives. And so this initial stage is what holds people back, okay? You know, fear holds people back. We're all the same. We all start at the start. And so I like to go back as much as I don't get held back from it now. It did at the start, and so I do talk about it. And so, you know, selling is the transfer of feelings. You know, what is the feeling that your readers are facing, and you're trying to address that problem. And so that's P, the person, the pain, the problem. Now we need to amplify it, okay? And we need to be really specific, okay? So number 1, P, I remember when I used to stress about money. Amplify it, number 2, I would never forget the nights that I would stay up late, constantly thinking about my future and where it was leading. You know, I really hated where my life was financially. Bills were taking most of my paycheck. I was living paycheck to paycheck. I was working 60 hours but getting paid for 40 hours. I was stuck in traffic for 3 hours each day, you know, and time off for me I was very few and far between, you know, and so I really couldn't afford to take time off, you know, so that was amplifying my situation. I remember when I used to stress about money, and then I amplified it. I remember when fear took over my life. You know, fear of judgment, fear of what people think, fear of failure, you know, fear of the unknown. There's so many people out there that have fear. And so I just amplified that. So, you know, and we don't lie in our captions, that, you know, network marketing has already got a real bad reputation, you know, so definitely don't lie. We just want to amplify the situation, you know. Maybe you're embarrassed about your weight, and you had to stand behind some people in photos. You know, no, that's not really an amplified situation. Amplified situation is when I remember that time we were taking family photos, and I had to ask my husband and my kids to stand in front of me because I was so embarrassed about my weight. You know, so that's amplifying the situation. Okay, so there's P, there's A, there's S. So S stands for the story, the solution, or the system. And this is the pivotal moment, okay? So explain the story. You know, explain when you're going, how it happened, you know? So, for example, my story is that I was following a lady, talking about this opportunity that I could make money from my phone. All right, my initial reaction was it was a scam, but I trusted her, I watched her, I seen her travel on these overseas trips that I wanted to get on, you know, and live a life that I could only have dreamed of. And so, you know, why not join her? I had nothing to lose but everything to gain. I wanted to better myself. I wanted more for my life. And that's my story, and that's how I became involved. You know, and here you do want to dig deep. You know, how's your story changing? Your story may have not changed yet, but how is it transforming? How is it changing? How have your customers changed in the products that they used? You know, when is it changing? Or, you know, how is the business changing you? Or how have you helped other people change their lives? You know, and so that's the P, the A, the S is the story. And the T is the transformation or the testimony. You know, what has happened in your life now? How is your life different to the way it used to be? You know, so since I said yes, my life's completely changed, all right? I'm now on maternity leave. I started as a single person working for 60-hour weeks, getting paid for 40. I'm now married with a child on maternity leave, earning more than my full-time income, and helping other people, you know, learn how they can make an income from their phone as well. You know, so I share my transformation and my journey and how it's changed me. So how has it changed you? What's a testimony that you have, maybe of yourself or your customers or your people in your team? You know, so maybe you don't have a story yet, but how can your story be better? How is your story getting better? You know, what is that little win? You can always find that little win, okay? So talking about yourself the most, and if you're exhausted talking about yourself, then talk about the other people that you have helped. Because one thing that people are going, at this stage, one thing that people are going to ask themselves is, you know, if you've actually done what you're saying. So that's why we don't lie, and we always be truthful in our statuses. Have you actually done what you're saying? Have you taught anyone else to do this? And can you teach me? Those are the three top things that people will ask from your status. And this is where 70% of your sale or 70% of your interaction will come from, you know. And that's one thing why infomercials are so good, is because they have that testimonial, they have that transformation of people constantly up on the screen. Okay, and so the testimony is like showing proof. You know, I'll always be shouting the team out. I'll always be shouting how many promotions we've had in the tribe. You know, if you have a tribe, let me know. Say tribe below. You know, and how many promotions we've got that month, so people can see that I am proof of what I say. And so that's the P, the A, the S, the T. The O is the offer. So you have to offer. Don't sit back and wait. A lot of people just sit back and think people are going to come to them. You have to offer. You have to Ask people to come to you. You know, if you're interested in changing your life, if you're interested in changing your skin, if you're interested in traveling more, you know, slide in my DMs, get in touch, let's chat. You know, you need to offer. Okay, you need to be an ask hole. All right, ASKHOLE, an ask hole. You need to ask everybody. You know, and offer to everybody. The offer is the crucial part of the sale. And so the R, I don't generally use the R, but the R is the response. That is when it's about giving them like a step-by-step instruction to go to your website, sign up here, all that sort of stuff. I like to get people in my inbox. I like to look after people and make sure they're on the right path to success when they do start with me or are a customer. And so that is how to write a caption. So you want to use past or. It's P for person, problem or pain, A for amplify or aspirations, S is for story, solution or systems, T is for testimonial or transformation, O is for offer, R is for response, and go for it, guys. I want to see you guys using this. Hope you got value for this. There's definitely enough success to go around. You know, my name's Christy. If this gave you value, please share it with your teams and have a great week.